Good afternoon. Good afternoon. With this article, we are going to reevaluate the Battle of Trafalgar and the English losses. With this article, we try to show the way to prove that the English official version of their losses in the Battle of Trafalgar is a lie. Point 1. According to the corpus documental, which means a set of documents of the Battle of Trafalgar from the Spanish author González Ayer, in the note of the Tavira Tower of the 1st of November of 1805, an official from the Spanish Navy that was in the Monarca ship in the Battle of Trafalgar was made prisoner by the English and was exchanged, and these Spanish officials was seen, or it was told by the English about what happened to the English during the battle and after the battle in the storm. This Spanish official says that the English had lost 13 or 14 ships and a lot of people. Bien. Point 2, second point of the article. According to the praise of the church, Don Manuel de Cos, who was participating in the mass for the combat in the Carmen Church of Cádiz during the month of November of 1805. This priest, in oración fúnebre, which means the dead oratio that makes the priest in the when dies a person, no? In the note 139 says that we don't know the losses of the English because they hide it, but according to what appears and according what our officials prisoners say, their pretended victory is a defeat because they lost a lot of people. This is in the book En los días de Trafalgar of the author Augusto Conte Lacabe. Point 3. There is a list of losses, English losses, that was extracted from an extraofficial list of Almirant Collingwood, also from the observation in Gibraltar and from contacts with English officials. This list is published in two versions. One that is first is longer, and a second list that is the same, published a bit later, that is shorter, but they say both the same things with some small modifications in details. These lists are published by Conte Lacabe, by Gómez Arteche, and by Alcófar Nasáez, different authors, in different publications. This list says ships that have been lost by the English say a different amount of ships that the English were bringing to the battle, different to the official version of 26 or 27 ships, and says that the English had from 7 to 18,000 human casualties, according to contact with English officials in Cádiz, and this is the amount according to the small list of losses. But the first list of losses, that is a bit longer, says that the relation from Collingwood says more than 10,000 English casualties in between wounded and dead. So we have that that contacts with English officials in Cadiz say the casualties 7,000 to 8,000, but the list of Collingwood says exactly 10,471 wounded and dead in the English side. This extraofficial relation says that the English were bringing to Trafalgar between various divisions of ships, one of them with destiny Malta, they brought 35 ships, 13 frigates, 5 bergantines, and 2 balandras, which are smaller ships. This is an amount of ships very different to the official English version that they were carrying 26 or 27 ships. No? It's different. And 5 frigates, 2 corvettes without guns, 1 balandra, and 1 golette. This is the official version English, according to Alcófar Nasaes in the magazine History and Life. In total are 35 or 36 English ships in the English official version. But in the extra-official list, it is pointed out that from the 35 ships, big ships and warships, that they were bringing, not the total, the English, these 35, 5 of them don't took part in the combat because they arrived in the evening of the 21st of October or in the morning of the 22nd of October. This means, I hope you understand me. We have the English official version that says that they were bringing to Trafalgar 35 or 36 ships with 26 or 27 warships, proper warships, no? And the extra-official relation from Collingwood says that they were bringing 35 big ships, warships, 13 frigates, 5 bergantines, and 2 balandras. But of these 35 warships, 5 of them arrived after the battle in the evening of the 21st or in the morning of the 22nd. And these ones that arrived on the morning of the 22nd were going to Malta, escorting a convoy. Well, now we go for the point 4. Dice the Spanish author Conte Lacabe says about the previous points. These things reflect what was the general belief, not just in the days after the combat, but during a long time after the combat. What this means is that during these days and a lot of time after, there were many testimonials, many people that took part in the combat, and opinions that they were giving for false the official English version. But century after, many Spanish also have forgotten this attitude from the Spanish population and from Spanish people about the Battle of Trafalgar, and have fallen believing in the English official version projected from the English sources. No? In Spain, we have some of the authors have forgotten that we have livers of the battle that they were saying to us that the English were lying, and many people have believed the English official version. Next point, we go to the point 5. Letter from Fray Lorenzo de Sedano, dated the 22nd of October of 1805, and it says, Monday 21st at 14:13 in the afternoon, we saw a line of 88 ships in the entrance of the strait. What this means, we know that the Allied division were 33 warships, 5 frigates, and 2 bergantines. In total, 40 ships. This means that according to the visual presence of the fray, the English were bringing 48 ships. 48 ships. That matches perfectly with the relation extra official of English losses from Collingwood. That says 30 ships, 13 frigates, and 5 brigantines, which make 48 ships. This means that it's very, very possible that the official version English of what they were bringing to the battle of 26 or 27 proper warships, and 5 frigates, it's a false version. It is a false data. And this means that very possibly the version of what they lose in the battle also is false. According to the official version English, they were bringing those 35 or 36 ships with 5 brigades, 2 corvettes without guns, 1 balandra and 1 golette. And maybe these small ships didn't go to the combat, were waiting a bit away. 35 or 36 ships or 4 smaller ships less, that is 31 or 32 ships, it's obvious that contradicts very clearly the visual observance of the Fray Luis de Sedano that says 48 English ships. It's a lot of difference in number of ships. It is a proof that the English are lying about Trafalgar. Good afternoon. With this article, we are going to reevaluate the Battle of Trafalgar and the English losses. With this article, we try to show the way to prove that the English official version of their losses in the Battle of Trafalgar is a lie. Point 1. According to the corpus documental, which means a set of documents of the Battle of Trafalgar from the Spanish author González Ayer, in the note of the Tavira Tower of the 1st of November of 1805, an official from the Spanish Navy that was in the Monarca ship in the Battle of Trafalgar was made prisoner by the English and was exchanged, and these Spanish officials was seen, or it was told by the English about what happened to the English during the battle and after the battle in the storm. This Spanish official says that the English had lost 13 or 14 ships and a lot of people. Bien. Point 2, second point of the article. According to the praise of the church, Don Manuel de Cos, who was participating in the